So how do you take this type of form into a digital medium that's convenient for field personnel and office personnel alike? Well, stay tuned for this quick vignette on a new tool released by Microsoft in the Office 365 stack called Forms. I think the real trick is getting these forms in a convenient to complete and logical state for the field worker first. That's where we're making our money, and so the tool that you choose in this particular Microsoft Forms tool allows you, this is the view from a computer perspective and the companion view here from a mobile perspective. And they allow you to do the simple things, and you can put titles and subtitles as well as free text in your entry and move through the form, as well as logical controls if you want to do that. You can even include pictures for instructional sets, like I did here for a model number. And you can do the normal things like you would have actually in a survey, things like radio buttons or check-off boxes to allow them to choose more than one. And you can even put branching logic in here. So if I'm reading compressor 1, you see I'm at the bottom of the form here. I can go to compressor 1 and take those readings. Or if I'm reading compressor 2, I can jump to that model data. If compressor 3 doesn't exist, I can jump them to the bottom of the form. I haven't put that data in. And if the user happens to choose none, I can even branch them to a general notes area. When I get done, I can submit. And when I submit that form, it goes back to the Office view, which I'll show you here in a second. Now, if you look at the Office view, there's some really cool advantages in here. First, this is set up. This was released originally only to the education market, so it was set up really as more a question and answer type thing. But if you think about a form, isn't that really what we're doing? We're asking questions and expecting answers. And of course, there's some controls that you can put, like you might expect around any type of assessment engine. Hey, make sure this is only a number or within this range or this type of text. But the other cool thing that kind of bringing it over from a different perspective is this ability to see results, which you would normally do in an assessment engine. You'd look at things like who are the responders, what are their names, and how long did it take them to do something. Well, that's kind of good. And then you can go through their actual answers if you choose, or you can go back and take a look at the actual stats. So it shows different things and where they're choosing different items. It shows you graphs, etc. And you see I've chosen all of these. And so it gives you a nice quick visual display. But for a lot of you, when it comes to leveraging the data, while all that is hunky-dory, you might want to work with that here in Excel. And when you do, then it's going to ask you to open up Excel. As you might imagine, being a Microsoft product, this is leveraging the power of Excel then to do a lot of the type of data processing that you'd like to do. And so if I look here at the form, I can see, and I'll just scroll through here quickly for you, but I can see that every header that I created over in the initial field worker component is brought over here for me and lands right here in Excel. And of course I can do, as you might expect, I can say, hey, show me all the data, normal stuff that you might expect Excel to perform for you. I can do all that stuff automatically by just coming in here and now selecting, hey, I only want to see those that have 10 amp fuses, as an example. So this new Forms tool, if you haven't checked it out, I strongly encourage you to do so. It is in preview. Don't let that hold you back. It does have fancy things that you can do, but go to forms.office.com for more information. And let's enable those field workers to get that data from the field back to the office. That's all.